The following is a Shaw TV sports presentation.
And we're back at the 2017 Mount Royal Mustang Volleyball Championship for the men on Shaw Television.
Yeah, I'm Brett and I'm here with Danny. And tonight we have for our finals the Weyburn Eagles versus Holy Cross Crusaders.
Yeah, the boys have listened to their rap music and they're ready to play.
And I believe Holy Cross was the champions last year, so we'll see if they can defend their title against Weyburn this year.
Yeah, Weyburn looks like they give up a bit of size to the Crusaders, but it should be a good match. Weyburn will serve first.
And up on the stand this evening we have referee Lori Mills.
She's a longtime ref in the city, and she'll do a great job.
Yeah. Really a pillar in the volleyball community.
Very much so. Got number 6, Walker Happ, to start things off. Passed well by Holy Cross, excuse me. And that's number 5, Josh Thorson, under the net for the Crusaders.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a shoot or just a very fast tempoed offense, but Weyburn's got to be on their toes to keep up with that speed.
They go high ball again. Bit of a foomer by number 5, Josh Thorson. He was asking for a touch, didn't get one. It's Walker Happ to serve again. A little shorter serve this time. They go high, free ball from the libero. Handled by Weyburn. And a big rip from number 14, Paul Dion. I think we can expect to see a lot of him tonight.
Yeah, I think you're right on that statement.
Walker Happ will keep serving for the Eagles. Good serve down the line, handled by the Crusaders. Back set. DeMarcus Wagner, that one's long. Eagles take an early 4-0 lead.
Yeah, a couple early fooms out the side and the back here from Holy Cross.
Of course, a foomer is when the ball doesn't have much spin. Holy Cross goes back to number 5, Josh Thorson, who hits it high off the block and out the side. Puts Ross Tilk back to serve. Deep serve, handled by the Eagles. They go to the back row. Dug by the Crusaders. Back set to Marcus Wagner. Can't quite get it over the tape. Eagles point. Number 9, Ben Anderson back to serve. Deep serve. The Crusaders go to the middle to number 1, Jackson Listwin. Gets a nice kill on the 51.
Looks like he fed that one right through the seam of the block there.
Certainly seems that way. Marcus Wagner back to serve. Tough serve handled by the Eagles libero. Crusaders go high ball. And that's a kill by number 5, Josh Thorson, right down the front of number 8, Blake Anderson. Anderson's going to want to get his hands over the net into the other side of the court. It's a great service ace by Marcus Wagner.
Yeah, that was a rocket of a serve. Really died at the end there.
Marcus Wagner will serve again. Fires that one into the tape, but a good run from him to bring his team back into this match. Number 8, Blake Anderson, will go back to serve for the Eagles. Serve handled by the libero. A great dig from number 6, Walker Happ. Pretty good defense from both teams. And there's the big man, Paul Dion, again, off the block for the point. Blake Anderson into the net. Josh Thorson will serve for the Crusaders. See a spin serve. Just long. Looks like he hit that one off his forearm a bit. Paul Dion to serve for the Eagles. Looks like we'll see. Oh, no, he's floating. Good jump float from him, handled by the libero. Little off speed from the Crusaders. Near miss by the Eagles. Jackson Listwin to serve for the Crusaders. Good serve from him. Eagles go high. And a good dig from Marcus Wagner. Another good dig by the Crusaders. Somehow avoids the basketball net. And number 6, Walker Happ, doesn't quite get it. Gotta love the aggression though.
Yeah, that's the right play there. It's a smart play, just didn't get that one.
Yeah, any chance you get to hit the ball, you gotta hit it as hard as you can. There's no question. Little off speed from Paul Dion. Crusaders go high, someone's on the net there. That'd be number 11, Ben Carlson of the Crusaders. Point for the Eagles. Owen Hiltz back to serve. Deep float from him. Inside set. Number 11, Ben Carlson tries the Cobra. Doesn't work. Cobra, of course, is a beach play. Owen Hiltz to serve again. Cross in a bit of trouble here. Free ball to the Eagles. They go high. And the tip from number 6, Walker Happ, is rejected by the Holy Cross Crusaders. Number 9, Ben Lindsley to serve. That's a good aggressive play from number 14, Paul Dion. Bit of a scramble play. That's a good rip out of the back row. Number 3, Connor Gunther to serve. Holy Cross goes with the high ball. Eagles with the dig. And that's number 6, Walker Happ. High off the block and out the back.
And for those of you not familiar with the game of volleyball, the 2 guys on each team who are wearing the wrong jersey, those are the liberos. They're actually not wearing the wrong jersey. They are passing specialists. You'll see them only in the back row and usually subbing out the middle attackers.
Yeah, if you've ever seen a middle play defense, you'll know why they're there. Tough serve by Holy Cross. And Paul Dion from the back row, off the libero, number 6, Will Gray.
Yeah, I hope Holy Cross learns early to put up block when he's hitting.
The Eagles bench was fired up by that one. Walker Happ with the serve. It's a good job by number 4, Marcus Wagner, to bring that ball back for his middle. Ross Tilk to serve. Deep serve out the back for Tilk. Ben Anderson will serve for the Eagles.
Yeah, good communication there, letting the Eagles players know that the ball is going out so they don't accidentally pass the ball when it's out.
Yeah, volleyball is a lot like a relationship. You need to have good communication. Hit from number 5, Josh Thorson. Just a little long. Ben Anderson back to serve again. Big kill out of the middle for Jackson Listwin. I think Marcus Wagner is going to look to him a lot when he's in the front row.
Yep, I agree.
I know I would. Wagner to serve. Great serve from Wagner. Go high to Paul Dion. Somebody's on the net, I think. I'm wrong. Good hit by Paul Dion.
That'll bring the score to 16-11 for Weyburn here.
Weyburn getting a lot of mileage out of Mr. Dion. Jackson Listwin with another big kill. I think if Holy Cross can keep passing well, they're going to get a lot of action out of number 1, Jackson Listwin. Josh Thorson back to serve. Handled by Dion, who gets the ball back. A little too hot to handle from Paul Dion. He'll go back to serve. Timeout called by the Crusaders.
Yeah, Holy Cross has got to find an answer here for Mr. Dion.
Yeah, he's a big presence out there in the front row and the back row. They're going to have to start serving him or doing something to try and get him out of the play. I'm sure Coach David Chuang is telling his team something to that effect. Of course, the Holy Cross men's program, coached for years by the great John Paul Barker, who, like Laurie Mills, has been a pillar of Saskatoon volleyball for decades.
Yes, he sure has.
David Chuang has taken over for him, and it looks like he's doing a pretty good job. Number 14, Paul Dion, back to serve.
17-12 for Weyburn.
Good serve from him. Off the shoulder of the libero, into the ceiling for the ace. That's Will Gray, the libero for Holy Cross. Couldn't quite get his feet there. Handled that one a little bit better. Number 11, Ben Carlson off the block. That brings Jackson Listwin back to serve. Free ball from Holy Cross, handled by the libero. They go pipe to Paul Dion, and he hits that one long. Listwin to serve again for the Crusaders. Good serve from Listwin. Eagles go high ball. And the setter, Connor Gunther, called on the 2 hits. Listwin to serve again. Ball handled by the Eagles. They go high. Rejected by the Crusaders. Bit of a side spinner there for Walker Happ for the kill.
Wasn't pretty, but it was effective.
Yep. As they say, there are no pictures on the score sheet. Number 15, Owen Hiltz to serve. Short serve from Hiltz. Number 11, Ben Carlson into the net. Hiltz will serve again. Looks like a decent little basketball player down there too. Holy Cross will go high ball to Ben Carlson, who puts it away in the seam.
Yeah, I like that set choice to get him back in the match after the error he just did before that.
Yeah, anytime you've got a smaller setter against a left side player, you want to get that left side player the ball as much as you can. Ben Lindsley to serve. Weyburn will go in the middle. Number 9, Ben Anderson with the kill, and he's fired up.
Yeah, I like the enthusiasm from him. He's got to fire his boys up.
21-16 for the Eagles, with Connor Gunther to serve. One-handed back set by number 9. And that's a block for number 11, Ben Carlson, with a good seam hand there. He got that left hand way in the court, brought that ball right back at the hitter. That's what you want to see. He'll go back to serve. Paul Dion with the roll shot, dug by the Crusaders. Quick pipe. A little bit too quick, but the tricky bump kill from the Crusaders will score. Crusaders keep chipping away at the lead here. That's Ben Carlson to serve. Deep float from him, handled by the Eagles. They go pipe. Paul Dion into the net. Looks like he might have hit the blocker in the nose a little bit through the net. He'll survive though. Ben Carlson to serve again. Another good serve. Ball comes over, smart play from number 5, Josh Thorson there. Ball was coming over pretty quick. You take a swing at that, you risk being on the net, and that's not good for anyone.
No, absolutely right. That was smart and efficient play there.
Another timeout for the Eagles this time.
Yeah.
Holy Cross has done a good job getting back in this game.
Yeah, they've been shutting down number 14 there, Paul Dion. And so the rest of the team's got to really pick it up here and guide their ways.
I think Holy Cross has done a good job serving deep late in this set. The Eagles are often caught on their heels in serve receive, moving backwards. Of course, you want to be stopped moving forward when you pass. Get that ball up to the setters. Holy Cross has served very well this set so far. That'll be Ben Carlson to serve. Can expect the Eagles to go to number 14, Paul Dion here. They go back to Walker Happ, who just misses long. Not too happy with himself on that one. Holy Cross has to get the ball for themselves. Ben Carlson will continue to serve. And that's an ace for number 11, Ben Carlson. Good serving from him. You go high ball. Ball off the block of number 10, Ross Tilk, who can't control it. Gives the point to the Eagles. Walker Happ back to serve. Deep serve from him. Number 5, Josh Thorson, off the block in the seam for the point.
Yeah, they gotta have strong hands up there, especially when you got guys on the Holy Cross team swinging like that.
And a missed serve for number 10, Ross Tilk.
Yeah, never want to be missing serves, especially after 20.
That is true. Ben Anderson to serve. And number 1, Jackson Listwin, out the back, no touch called. Ben Anderson to serve on set point. Handled well by the libero. Ball back to Holy Cross. See what they do. And a roll shot will score. That's a good smart play. Looked like the setter, Connor Gunther, almost got it up on the pancake. Pancake, of course, is when you put your hand flat on the ground and let the ball bounce off it.
Yeah. It's also a delicious breakfast treat.
They go back to Dion, and he makes a nice play.
And I think
Ball
they'll go
handled
back to
by
him.
Happ, back to Paul Dion. A little bit of confusion as to what happened there. Back to Dion. Free ball coming to Holy Cross. High ball. A lot of blocking going on right now. And Jackson Listwin tips it down for the kill. Good blocking by both teams in that rally. We bring Wagner back to serve for set point. Good serve from him. They go back to Dion. Nice shot from Dion. Number 9, Ben Lindsley, running into the bench of the Eagles.
Yeah, I like the hustle. I don't think he had a shot at it, but it's good to see that effort from your guys.
As I understand it, the ball has to go outside the antenna as well. But you like to see that hustle anyways. Ben Lindsley is dug. Back to Paul Dion, who is stuffed by number 5, Josh Thorson.
Looks like Weyburn's trying to throw a little kink in Holy Cross by putting Dion on the right side now.
It's a good high hit from Dion.
Looks like it paid off.
Dion on the left side, letting the ball get past his hitting shoulder a little bit, but looking pretty good from the right side. And a big rip from number 11, Ben Carlson of the Crusaders. Brings Jackson Listwin back to serve for set point. Tough serve from him. And a good swing from Walker Happ. Hits that nice and hard, nice and high, excuse me, with good control. Number 10, Ross Tilk, needs to get his hands into the court there.
Yeah, just a little lack of penetration there by number 10.
Owen Hiltz to serve for the Eagles. And that's number 11, Ben Carlson with the kill, cross court. Eagles were calling that ball out. Linesman called it in. Ball handled by the Eagles. Walker Happ with the high rip, dug by the Crusaders. They go pipe to Josh Thorson, who hits it in the net.
Yeah, Holy Cross is running a real fast offense right now. And usually they do that to try and trick the blockers or slow down the blockers.
Holy Cross goes high to Marcus Wagner, who puts it away. And another set point for the Crusaders. Number 11, Ben Carlson to serve. He goes off the tape. Holy Cross gets a free ball. They go high, a little bit inside. Dug by the Eagles. Out to Walker Happ. Cross again. And that's number 5, Josh Thorson with the kill to end the set. It's a great close set of volleyball between these two teams. Holy Cross winning it 30-28.
Yeah, that was quite impressive by the Crusaders there to come back. I think they were down 5 or 6 at one point in the set, so to battle back like that, that's good on them and good on the coaching too.
Yeah, I think a lot of that was their serving. They didn't miss a lot, and they were serving pretty tough flat balls with a lot of float on them. If you notice, when the ball is moving through the air, if it's not spinning, it's a lot like a knuckleball in baseball. It's going to be moving. It's hard to get to it. Holy Cross has a number of very good float servers. Great job by the Eagles, too. They gave up a bit of a run in the middle, came back, made it close at the end. I think we can expect to see more of number 14, Paul Dion. We're back for the second set of the 2017 Mustang Volleyball Men's Championship. Holy Cross took the first set 30-28 in what was a very tight, very well played set. Cross did a good job of serving through that first set. Weyburn with a lot of great digs, a lot of good defense. Should be a good second set. Number 11, Ben Carlson, will serve to get things started. Deep serve from him. Weyburn goes right back to Dion, but he misses just wide. They're going to rely on him a lot this set.
And Cross knows that. That's why they threw up a 3-man block on that pipe.
Ben Carlson to serve. Another deep serve. They go to Walker Happ. Happ goes off the block for the point. We're tied at a pair of ones. Happ back to serve. Guardians go to the middle. Good dig by Weyburn. And a great dig by number 6, Will Gray of the Guardians. Paul Dion, number 14, down the front of number 10, Ross Tilk. We've seen that a couple times from Tilk now. He really needs to get his hands not just up, but into the other side of the court. Good one-handed set. Free ball coming for the Crusaders. And they go back set, dug by the Eagles. Eagles go to the pipe. Dug by Holy Cross, but it hits the roof.
Number 6 for Weyburn's been a pretty effective weapon there when they don't have the option to go with Dion.
Good serve from Walker Happ. Bit of a scoop from Holy Cross. Looks like they're getting a free ball. They go high to number 5. And back to him again. He goes off the block, dug by Dion. Dion off the block of Marcus Wagner for the point. Walker Happ will continue to serve. Good serve from Happ. Oh, and a good effort by Holy Cross. Can't make it work. Good job by the Eagles on that one. Happ back to serve again. Good serving from Happ. Ooh, and a great dig from Happ too. Number 9, Ben Anderson, releasing early, giving a no block on the middle. Walker Happ makes a great dig on it. Eagles couldn't control it. That brings Ross Tilk to serve. He puts it in the net, Eagles point. Ben Anderson will go back to serve.
Yeah, if I'm Weyburn right now, I'm trying to stay away from serving the libero here. He's been doing a heck of a job passing.
He's been solid. Cross goes to the high ball. Number 5, Josh Thorson with the kill. And the nice fast set for Marcus Wagner. Wagner goes back to serve. Good hard serve from him. Called in by the linesman. The Eagles don't like it. Laurie Mills letting the Eagles know what's up. That symbol, of course, means that the Eagles have been given a warning. Wagner to serve. Go to Dion. Dion high off the block. Bit of a tight pass. That's going to be a carry on Marcus Wagner.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit unnecessary on the one-handed set. I think he could have got 2 up there.
Of course, when your setter's in the back row, you want to see those digs off the net a bit, make it easy on him. Nice run out of the middle for Holy Cross. And a great hit from Paul Dion. That's a nice sharp shot from the left side there.
Yeah, that's nice use of the block there.
Good angle. Right off the left hand of Jackson Listwin. Eagles serve. Bit of an off speed from number 5, Josh Thorson. He'll go back to serve. He puts it in the net. Paul Dion will go back to serve. Eagles up 9-5. Float serve from Dion, that's a good serve. Holy Cross goes to number 1, Jackson Listwin, who tips it in for the point.
Just got a fingertip on that one for the kill.
He'll go back to serve. Short serve from Listwin, about as short as you can make it. Great effort by the Crusaders. Couldn't quite bring it back. It's a good heads-up play by number 6, Walker Happ for Weyburn. Saw that the Crusaders were a little bit out of position. Came in and smacked the ball over. It's Owen Hiltz to serve. Fast back set by the Crusaders. Free ball coming back their way. Number 11, Ben Carlson with the kill. See a nice fast offense from the Crusaders, making it tough on the blockers of the Eagles. Lindsley to serve. Handled by Dion. Roll shot from Happ. Going back out to Happ. He takes a good rip at it. Eagles are asking for a touch. Laurie Mills says no touch. Lindsley back to serve. Deep serve from Lindsley, puts the libero for the Eagles in a bit of trouble, excuse me. And Paul Dion finds the corner.
Yeah. Very impressive shot there. Especially
Indeed.
a set coming from behind him. Those are tough to hit.
Very tough angle, but he made it work. Connor Gunther back to serve. Good serve from Gunther. It's a high ball to Wagner. He hits it out the back. The fans are asking for a touch. Laurie Mills again says no touch. Connor Gunther. Another good serve from Gunther. Holy Cross on the fast high ball to Marcus Wagner. He puts it down.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Holy Cross's passing right now. They're pretty solid back there, and they're giving their hitters a lot of opportunities.
On a scale of 0 to 3, they're passing about a 3.
I'd say so.
Dion out of the back row with the tip. Nice dig by Holy Cross. Eagles get the free ball. They go high to Walker Happ, and he's blocked by number 4, Marcus Wagner. Ben Carlson to serve for the Crusaders. He goes deep to Walker Happ. Eagles go to the middle player, number 9, Ben Anderson. He sneaks it off the tape for a kill. Good choice by the setter going to the middle.
And here we have Dion back in the front row, so we'll see if he gets some use.
Happ with a tough serve into the tape. Good aggression on the serve. Didn't quite get it over. Ross Tilk will serve for the Crusaders. He puts it in the net.
14-11 for the Weyburn Eagles.
That sends Ben Anderson to serve for the Eagles. He's been consistent tonight on the service line. A little bit of a miscue from Lindsley and Listwin there, and a nice block out of the middle for number 15, Owen Hiltz.
Again, solid passing by Holy Cross. They just need to find a way to put the ball away.
Anderson makes another one. Holy Cross goes high to number 5, Josh Thorson, who puts it away. The fast offense of Holy Cross, very effective on the left side. Marcus Wagner to serve again. He hits it long. Eagles point.
Yeah, with the quicker offense that Holy Cross is running, you're getting max 1 block on the corners there. Gives the hitters a lot of room.
It's a great service ace by number 8, Blake Anderson. Yeah, if I'm Weyburn, you know, I'd look to make an adjustment on my corner blockers there against that fast offense. They've got them pinched way inside, and they're not catching up to the set. I don't think Holy Cross has run a a middle ball towards the right side. So if I'm a right side blocker for Weyburn, I'm just going to start out at the antenna. Then I don't have to try and catch up to that fast set.
Yeah, I agree. Try and take away those corner hitters, especially with the middle's not as effective for Holy Cross as the corners have been so far.
That's right. Timeout called. Didn't actually notice which team called it. I'm assuming Holy Cross, as they're down by 5.
Yes, they did. 17-12 here for the Eagles. We'll see if the Eagles can close this one out. They were up about the same last set, so we'll see if Holy Cross can battle back or the Eagles can hold out here.
Yes, Eagles with a soaring lead. Holy Cross fans are trying to fire up their team. It's number 8, Blake Anderson, back to serve for the Eagles.
And this is a best-of-3 final with the third set going to 15 if necessary.
Deep serve by Anderson. Called in. Holy Cross doesn't like the call. Players are getting a little bit chippy with the officiating crew. They should just worry about the game. Tip from Listwin scores.
Yeah, it was a good job. Good job by Jackson there. It was a low set, so he had to reach down and push her over, but managed to get the kill.
Josh Thorson for the Crusaders. A little bit of a tight pass for the Eagles. They give up a free ball. Sets low and inside for the right side. Back to the Eagles. They go high to Paul Dion. He hits it. It looked in to me from here.
Yeah, definitely a close call.
Of course, I have been wrong before.
You're right.
Number 5, Thorson to serve again. They go back to Dion on the right side. And a great hit from Dion on the right side. High off the hands of number 11, Ben Carlson.
Yeah, I think that went just through the hands of Carlson there. It's a tough one.
Bit of a field goal. Dion to serve. Tipped by the Crusaders. They go to the Eagles go to the middle. Tight ball. Someone's on the net. That would be number 15, Owen Hiltz. Unfortunately, good aggression at the net. Just need a little bit more discipline.
Yeah, if I'm Holy Cross here, I'm going back to basics. They ran a 60 there on that last play. I think that was a little unnecessary when the middles haven't been that effective at blocking for Weyburn.
Walker Happ off the block. Probably a carry. Number 14, Paul Dion, called on the lift. Of course, you cannot play the ball with your palm in an upwards motion.
Yep, that's a rule.
You'll get called for that. Listen to serve. Weyburn goes to a fast high ball of their own. Number 11, Ben Carlson, blocked by number 3, Connor Gunther. Gunther, not the tallest player out there, but jumping pretty well and had his hands in the right spot.
Yep, good, strong hands, and he penetrated well.
Owen Hiltz into the net.
Again, a tough miss after 20. 2017 here for Weyburn.
Ben Lindsley to serve. Short serve from him. It's a great swing by number 6, Walker Happ, on a pretty good set from Connor Gunther. Looks like Weyburn has sped up their offense a little bit since the last time out. Connor Gunther to serve. Bit of a back spinner. Walker Happ blocked by number 10, Ross Tilk, on the high ball. Ben Carlson back to serve.
21-18 for the Weyburn Eagles.
Carlson with a good serve. Paul Dion goes hard off the block. Tight ball, dug by the Crusaders. They can't bring it back. Good job by number 9, Ben Anderson in the middle there for the Eagles.
Yeah, heads up play there at the net. Good net play by number 9.
Walker Happ back to serve, which of course puts Paul Dion up front for Weyburn, which is exactly what they want at this point in the set. Good serve from Happ.
Yep.
Again, players getting a little chippy with the officiating staff.
And that was number 9, Ben Lindsay, getting called for the back row block.
Cross will go high. Thorson blocked. He goes for the tip. Smart play by Thorson. Gets blocked on the first one. A little bit out of position on the second one and makes a smart tip.
I like how number 9 for Weyburn's playing here, Ben Anderson. He's keying out on the corner and kind of leaving the middle to let him hit, but they're not setting the middle, so he's getting out quick on the left sides there on their big swingers.
Tilk serves it long, giving set point to the Eagles. Jackson Listwin with a nice kill for Holy Cross. Crossing a bit of a hole here. Let's see what they can do. Marcus Wagner back to serve. Good serve from Wagner. Mishandled by number 3, Connor Gunther. We're at 21-24 for the Eagles, excuse me.
And Weyburn just needs to relax, take a deep breath, and just put a nice pass up here.
Wagner to serve. Paul Dion hits Wagner in the face at set point. Good show of sportsmanship from Dion afterwards, apologizing to Wagner, but a great hit by Dion, no question.
Yes, that is definitely the way to finish off the set.
So that puts us tied at 1 apiece between the Holy Cross Crusaders and the Weyburn Eagles here in the final. And we're back for the 3rd set of the 2017 Mount Royal Mustang Volleyball Championship on Shaw Television. Holy Cross won the first set. Eagles took the second. This 3rd set is shaping up to be a good one.
Yeah, if I'm Holy Cross here, I'm just keeping it simple. Like the great coach from Brazil used to say, was it Lino Paco, keep your bumps up and your spikes down. Just basically it means keep it simple, go back to basics.
Very wise words from a very wise man. We've got number 6, Walker Happ, back to serve. He puts it in the net.
If I'm Weyburn, I got to be keying on the corners here. The middles aren't getting near the volume the corners are getting, so as a middle blocker, I'd be cheating out to the corners every time.
Number 3, Ethan Hoynes in to serve for the Crusaders. He puts one in the net. That ties us at 1 apiece. And Ben Anderson back to serve for the Eagles. He's been 100% from the service line tonight, I believe. And he keeps the streak alive. Ball handled well by Cross. Number 5, Josh Thorson off the blocker's hands and out. Again, you see the Eagles blocker struggling to get out there against the fast set. Ben Lindsley to serve. And Weyburn goes back to their big man, Paul Dion, for a fairly authoritative kill out of the middle. Blake Anderson back to serve for the Eagles. And that's an ace for Anderson. Anderson in only grade 10, coming up with a big ace for his team. Another good serve from Anderson. Holy Cross with the roll shot, dug by Dion. He's gonna take a swing here. Roll shot from Dion, dug by Holy Cross. Good play by Gunther. Cross goes with the high ball. Look for Paul Dion here. And Paul Dion with a nice little tip. Haven't seen that from him, but that's a good, smart play.
It's a rare tip, but he brought it out at the exact right time there.
Blake Anderson will continue to serve. And a great run by Holy Cross to #1, Jackson Listwin. He's been pretty effective for them this game when the passes are there. Josh Thorson to serve. Short serve from him. And number 15, Owen Hiltz, just a little long for Weyburn. Be expecting a back set to the right side to Paul Dion here. Nope, they go back to the high ball. Number 15, Owen Hiltz, stuffed by number 4, Marcus Wagner.
Now you're guaranteeing a back set to number 14.
I'd be shocked if I didn't see one.
Me too.
Free ball coming for the Crusaders. Number 11, Ben Carlson off the block on the fast offense. He was pretty fired up after that one. Josh Thorson back to serve. And a great shot from Paul Dion down the line from the right side. Number 11, Ben Carlson called on the net.
I think the attack was just wide, but again, 11 on the net there, Ben Carlson.
Dion to serve. Number 1, Jackson Listwin with another good kill. I think if I'm Weyburn, when Listwin's in the front row, you want to keep the ball away from the libero on serve receive as much as possible. He's been passing very well, and Listwin's been very effective out of the middle. And an ace for Listwin. That brings us to 8 points, meaning the teams have to switch sides. Holy Cross up 8-5 over the Eagles at the midway point of the third set.
And you can hear the crowd starting to get into things a bit more.
Yes, the shrill screams of the Holy Cross fans do not go unnoticed. Number 1, Jackson Listwin back to serve.
Again, the third set will be to 15, and you have to win by 2 points.
Or more.
Or more.
Walker Happ gets the call from the linesman. Lori Mills disagrees. She overrules the linesman. Point for Holy Cross. Liston will continue to serve. Hard serve from Liston, misses in the tape. Number 15, Owen Hiltz, back to serve for the Eagles.
Yeah, Weyburn's got to find a way to get on a little bit of a run here and tie things up. Hang into the game until they can get
and a miss by Hiltz. Puts Wagner back to serve for the Crusaders, and he's served pretty well this match. Another good serve from Wagner. Ball called out. The linesman was a little unsure. It looked into me. Brett thought it was out.
I did think it was out, so it's a toss-up.
Impossible call.
Yeah.
Good dig by Dion. Walker Happ is blocked. Set again. And he hits it long. Not happy with the call, but Ben Carlson goes back to serve for the Crusaders. The score is 7-11, who, as I learned, is not one of our sponsors. A good defensive play by the Crusaders. They go to the high ball. Josh Thorson hits it down the front of the blocker once again. Timeout called by the Eagles. Eagles looking a little disjointed right now.
Yeah, I think that's a necessary timeout right now. Try and relax his team here, the coach. Adam Wilson and...
Yeah, the boys were looking a little flustered out there. He's gonna rein him in a bit, calm him down. If I'm him right now, I'm saying, how can we get the ball to Paul Dion? We have to find a way. Both teams back on the court. Ben Carlson to serve for the Crusaders. Puts a deep one in. Ball to Paul. He hits it high off the block. Good dig by Wagner. And number 5, Josh Thorson, off the chest of the libero and out the side. That's a tough one for Jackson Chartrand there. He's in the right spot. Ball's just up on him a bit.
He's played a great game thus far. That one's just a good hit.
Back set to Happ. Somebody's on the net. Looks like number 10, Ross Tilk for Holy Cross. That puts Walker Happ back to serve for the Eagles. Good serve from Happ. Number 5, Josh Thorson into the tape. Eagles point. Let's see if the Eagles can get a little run going. Get themselves back in this set. A great fast back set to number 9, Ben Lindsley, and he puts it away. That gives us match point for the Crusaders.
Yeah, it looked like Dion tried to help out his teammates in the front row there and forgot about his guy.
Ethan Hoynes back in to serve for the Crusaders at match point. A good serve from him. Paul Dion tips it. Number 9 called on the carry. That's the right call.
Yeah, I can't really argue that one.
Good serve by number 3, Ethan Hoynes, off the bench though. That puts number 9, Ben Anderson, back on the service line. Can expect him to make this, and he does. Holy Cross goes to their middle, number 1, Jackson Liston, who hits it just long. Anderson to serve again. Another good serve from him. Paul Dion. And Holy Cross digs it into the ceiling. Number 9, Ben Lindsley, coming over to talk to the ref, Laurie Mills.
Yeah, I think they're arguing looked like Dion, they're saying went over the net, but I think it was a clean block.
No point in arguing about it 2 minutes after the fact. Holy Cross calls a timeout. Weyburn going to have to continue to be very solid on defense if they want to get themselves back into this match. They've got Ben Anderson on the service line. He's been serving very well for them all match.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better guy back there. And Holy Cross could be trying to do a high school timeout here to ice Ben. We'll see how he prevails. I don't think it'll be an issue.
You can't ice a man who has ice in his veins.
You're right. Entirely
Ben Anderson
right there,
goes
Danny.
back to serve again. Makes another great one. Almost an ace. Holy Cross can't put it back over. Anderson to serve again. Another good one from Anderson. And a good dig for Weyburn. I think that was Walker Happ, who's been great today. And number 9, Ben Lindsley, called under the net. They're arguing that the ball had hit the ground before he did. Hard to say if that's the case or not. Anderson makes another serve. Number 5, Josh Thorson off the block and out. Holy Cross maintains match point. Great bit of serving from Anderson there. His teammates are all hitting him on the back. Well deserved.
Yeah.
They go back to Dion, who tips it out the side. And that'll do it. The Holy Cross Crusaders win the 2017 Mustang Volleyball Championship 16-14 in the third set against the Weyburn Eagles. Great match by both teams. Congratulations to the Crusaders. Thanks for tuning in on Shaw Television. Have a good evening.
Good night, everyone.